Yo, what's going on, guys? Chris here with Grady's Gear, and I got a new pry bar to talk about today. This is a new product coming from 6G Hardware, guys, and this is a new pry bar coming from Dusty with 6G Hardware. This is the Commander, guys. Dusty Drummer is the guy behind 6G Hardware, and he has been cooking up some awesome stuff, and this guy is freaking sweet. This will be dropping tomorrow, December 12th at 8 p.m. Central Time, and you guys are going to want to pick up one of these. Now, this has, I got a lot to talk about with this one, guys. This one has been designed solely behind the Nkosi, Chris Reeve Knives Nkosi, small Nkosi to be specific. Dusty is a huge Chris Reeve fanboy, and he designed this pry bar closely to be related to the small Nkosi, as you can tell by the finger grooves right here. This also takes a Chris Reeve style pocket clip as well. Look at the milling work that has been done on this pry bar. Look at all of the milling work that has been done on here. Now the back spacer, if you are familiar with Chris Reeve pocket knives, I'm going to pull out my my small Sabenza right here. A lot of guys carry the Jekyll & Hyde back spacer by Will over at Jekyll & Hyde, and those back spacers are really freaking cool. If you're part of all the Facebook groups over there, a lot of guys like those Jekyll & Hyde back spacers. They are so freaking cool. And Dusty is good friends with Will, and he designed the back part of the pry bar to pay homage to Will, to have that, which looks incredible on this pry bar. Really cool. On the back, you have Made in USA, titanium with the 6G logo. I mean, look at the milling work on here. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Ergonomically, way the finger grooves work, you got your two fingers right here, and how they grip in right here. This is probably one of the best fitting, one of the most ergonomic pry bars I've ever tried. Bar none. Just the way that it grips in your hand. Now this thing's a little over 4 inches in length. Really, really cool. Matter of fact, I'm going to go grab a couple other pry bars to give you guys some size comparisons. So give me just one sec. Alright, so I brought out some size comparisons for the Commander, just so you guys can get a reference. So here's a Lynch Northwest All Access Pass right next to it. So you can see it's close in size to an All Access Pass, just a little bit bigger. Here is a tactical and portable Tiebreaker, very affordable pry bar. Let's get it right next to the Commander. Here is the Nice Guy Machine Company Middleman. Here, let's do this. Put it right next to it. Middleman's getting closer in size. Let's see. Let's pull the Middleman over here now. Here is the Nice Guy Machine Company Stubbs. Here is one of my newest acquisitions. This is the Pouch Princess. And then here it is next to the Big Honcho, another 6G Hardware pry bar. And you can see that it's pretty much identical in size to the 6G Hardware, to the to the big honcho. And then here it is next to a Vero Fulcrum. So there you guys go for some size comparisons. It's about a relatively normal size pry bar. So there you go. This one, the version that I got, is glass blasted. So he does have a stonewash finish and a bead blasted finish as well. You can also pick different anodized screws. You have silver like the one that I got. You could pick a gold anodized or a blue anodized as well. So you have some different flavors that you can do. I know that he's messing with anodization as well on the pry bars, but I don't think that he's offering that on this particular drop. I think he's just offering the plain titanium on this drop. So be aware of that. The price on these guys are going to be $215. Now you are paying for a small batch, all USA made from a USA maker, and so keep that aware. You know, that's the way it is. Do I think it's worth the price? Yes, I do. I definitely like supporting my local makers, my local US guys, and I do think it's definitely worth the price. The quality that you're getting is definitely worth the money, in my opinion. I think aesthetically, this pry bar is sexy as fuck. This pry bar is extremely good looking, in my opinion. I think functionally, this pry bar is going to be very well. This has a very wide prying tip on it, which I absolutely love. I love how he put the milling right here for where your thumb goes for scraping and prying. Absolutely well done, in my opinion. I love the finger grooves right here, just how it wraps your finger and locks in. This is just absolutely fantastic. Really, really well done. You can tell a lot of thought went into this. I absolutely love that. This thing is just absolutely fantastic in so many ways. You could just tell a lot of thought and love went into this pry bar. And I think it's going to do very, very well for him. I don't mean to gush over this, but I've known about this pry bar for a long time, and I'm just very happy to see it finally come out, finally have one in hand, and I'm super stoked about this. So very happy with the product, and I'm very happy to support the guy behind the product. Dusty is an awesome human being, and I'm happy to see where things are going for him and happy to see him succeed. So I love this, man. So if you haven't checked out 6G Hardware, I highly recommend that you do. I will leave a link to Dusty's website in the description down below. I just highly recommend that you go and check him out. He also sells beads, titanium beads. He sells soapstone holders and stuff like that. So he doesn't just sell pry bars. He sells some other products. If pry bars aren't your jam, I highly recommend that you check those out as well. So, and he also sells some other pry bars as well on his website. So he's just got different really cool stuff on there, guys. And I highly recommend that you check him out. So, but yes, I definitely love this pry bar. Now, I do want to address something that I seen on a post the other day on Facebook, and it kind of bothered me. And it bothered me enough to where I want to say something about it. And this is my channel. I can say whatever the fuck I want. And I buy all my pry bars, so I can have my own opinion. I can say whatever I want, and I don't owe anybody anything. I don't have to, oh God, I have to watch what I say. No, I don't have to. I buy all my pry bars. I'm entitled to my opinion. And if anybody gets pissed at me, I don't care. I'm entitled to my opinion. So Dusty's pretty big into Chris Reeve knives, and he posted this pry bar, into the Chris Reeve Knives, the Umnumzon Facebook group. And some dude on there posted a comment, and it said Nice Guy Machine Company, like the acronym, Nice Guy Machine Company with an extra C in there. And he was like, the C stands for copy, for Nice Guy, basically saying that he's copying Nice Guy Machine Company. And Archie, the guy from Nice Guy Machine Company, hearted the message. And that kind of bothered me a little bit. Now, I've talked with Archie before. Archie's a really cool guy. I really like his stuff. I own multiple of his products. I love Archie. Archie is kind of a down-to-earth guy, humble. He sent me beads. But that was kind of disappointing to see. And it bothered me, you know what I mean? Because I also know Dusty, and I don't know how they're getting this or any other one of his Prybars, is a copy of Nice Guy Machine Company. Now, if they're talking about the pocket clip, because, I know that Dusty's selling Chris Reeve pocket clips, and I know Nice Guy Machine Company sells Chris Reeve pocket clips. If you think that Dusty or Archie is the first person to sell fucking Chris Reeve pocket clips, you're smoking fucking crack, because if he's pissed at Dusty, he should be going after MXG Gear, Rips Garage Tech, and stuff, and other people too, because they sell Chris Reeve pocket clips too. So you should be pissed at them too, and be going after them. And if you're the first person to create a fucking pocket clip, then you should be mad at them. That's my 2 cents on that. And the guy went on to say it's 80% copy design. I don't see how this looks like anything like this, like this, like this. This has a groove in it. Yeah, this has a groove, but this groove don't look anything like this groove. These don't look anything alike. I don't see anything. The term looks like and copy are two totally separate things. So be very careful when you say shit like that. I don't like that term. Because now, had Dusty took this off, slapped the 6G logo on it, and then said this is my Prybar, that's a copy. But he did not do that. He went off and created something of his own. So that would just rub me the wrong way. I don't like that. Yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. Don't do dumb shit like that. Yeah, so I know I'm probably going to get some flack for that. Maybe some guys out there that are hardcore Nice Guy Machine Company followers that get pissed at me. Oh, well. I don't care. Or maybe I lose subscribers for that. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I just don't like that kind of crap, dude. I think there's enough room in the EDC realm, in the knife world, for everybody. And I don't see that he was doing anything wrong there. So that's my 2 cents on that. But I just wanted to touch on that because I saw that the other day and it just left a bad taste in my mouth. But going back to the product itself, I think this is a handsome freaking Prybar. I love it. And I think Dusty hit a home run with this. This thing is awesome. Go and get you one, guys. Don't feel hesitant to get one. You're going to love it. It's going to do work. The quality is second to none. You're going to absolutely love it. Whichever version you decide to go with, pick one up. You're going to love it. I love mine, and it's going to be with me for a very long time. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.